Hello everyone. What is good? Hope everyone's doing well. Gonna be getting back to PinOut finally. Just changing everything back after the charity stream, because that is a thing that I forgot to do. What's new though? But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Gonna be again obviously a short stream. It's a weekday, so that's what happens. I just realised I kind of didn't need to change anything because I'm using the other scene anyway. I mean that's gonna change soon because I'm gonna be changing up how it's done with the overlays and stuff. But yeah, hope everyone's doing all right. As you can see. Hey Ender, what's good? As you can see, we have had some accomplishments. So because I wasn't live on Wednesday. Yes, so you're about to see PinOut, and hopefully you'll have joined for a good stream, Ender. I won't have too many runs, but basically, what happened is I got a world record on speedrun.com of just over 15,000 points. What you need for Overtime 2, which is not a category because nobody's done it and uploaded a YouTube video without using cheats. What you need essentially is you need. I've just realised I have the desktop audio turned down still from the last PinOut stream. You basically need 16,000 score. So the game has 8 sort of areas, and each one's 1,000 score. You see at the bottom of the screen when I'm in the game. So 8,000 completes the game. 16,000 is after you've done the 8,000, you can play through the whole thing again, and then if you complete that, that's Overtime 2 done. Or race to Overtime 2, because then Overtime 2 starts. Essentially. So I'll show you what happens. So basically you go through all these levels. This is how much time I now have. So this is normally all different areas and stuff. This would all be the same area, but then we go through here. I'm going to stop because I'm going to start doing perfect play in in a practice. But yeah, basically what happens is I got 16,000 offline with like a second to spare. So that happened, but for some reason it didn't record. I think what happened is my battery went below 10% and then it stopped the recording because I was recording on mobile. And it also froze the game for like 10 seconds, so I don't really care anyway. But the good thing is now we have splits. So there's something out of this. So we've actually got something to compare to now. So if this does, for some reason, get added as a category, I doubt it will. Because it's hard. It's more of a challenge run than it is a speed run. And this is not optimized to be speedy. Because there's mini games and such that take a lot of time that I have to rely on just to have enough bonus time to finish the game. Hey Brass, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. But yeah, feeling a bit better now, so hopefully we will be good to go. I did want to do some offline runs, not gonna lie, but I kind of just didn't do much in the last 2 days, just focused on recovering. So yeah, I've saved the good moment for on stream. Maybe today, maybe not today, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. So I'm refreshing the screen mirroring because it's annoying and it's done the same thing as last time. But when I refresh this, it should be fine. But I don't know. Again, this is probably going to be like the last stream I do with Air Server, and then I'm going to change over to the Elgato software because this is a bit awkward, and Air Server's not the best anyway for delay. There's always some delay, but last time there was like 2 seconds. Also, I watched back the VOD, and there was the same delay on stream as there was that I was hearing, so, or roughly, so yeah, hopefully we can avoid that today. But let's get started. Let's just get straight into our run. I say let's get straight into a run. Every time I say that, I'm already quite a way through the stream. But oh well, we're here now. Let me know if the audio's good, a good volume, and we shall get into it. So 3, 2, 1, go. This is my first time playing PinOut literally since Sunday. Sunday I got the run. So what happens here essentially, what I'm after. Let me actually explain what the game is first. So PinOut is a vertical scrolling pinball game. What you want to do is, well, in score percent or overtime 2 runs, you'll want to pick up as many dots as possible. I'm just going to double check that the face cam is still on because I've been nudging my USBs. I've got my iPad like resting on my desk. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so this is PinOut. It's a vertical scrolling pinball game. The goal is just to get as far as possible. There is not really an endpoint to the game. Oh. But yeah, any questions as usual, please throw them my way and I will try my best to answer them. Okay, it's fallen behind again. Stop mirroring. Start mirroring, and hope that works. Yeah, again, I could have to do this any number of times before it actually works. This is why it's awkward to do in an hour and a bit stream. But hopefully, when I get the Elgato app, it should all be good from there. Okay. Let's get going. Bit of delay. Not really much I can do about that. Hopefully it is on the screen. Yeah, it's on the screen. Cool. So yeah, this is a vertical scrolling pinball game. What happens there sometimes is you'll actually get caught on that slope. It will basically give you 2 seconds. Whoa, that's weird. I'm not really sure why that happened. Okay, got very lucky there. And we're now a little bit behind, actually. No! You know what, I'm going to restart, because I want to reset this again. And also, I was on OBS, so it didn't split. Ah! Why is this so awkward? Once I've got all these issues fixed, I will actually explain the game in a cohesive way. Believe me, I actually will. Don't believe me? No, I don't believe myself either. Okay, let me get my tabs all correct. And we should be good to go. Alright. So, vertical scrolling pinball game. It pretty much goes on forever. So, there's no real end point. You need those timers. So, in score percent, what we're trying to do is we're basically just trying to get as far as possible. The main any percent category is race to overtime, which I'm trying to get a sub 8. And I've currently got like a 906, I believe. It's been a long time since I run it, though. So right now we're trying to grind out race to overtime 2, which I have done offline with some practice, but not as difficult as getting anywhere near 9-minute time in any percent, to be honest. Same glitch happened as before. That was strange. Oh well, we got straight past, so it's okay. So yeah, each area essentially, apart from the last one, you're going to get 25 seconds of time bonus. Now here, I was going to get those dots, but it's quite difficult to pull that off, so I decided to go that way instead. You do have to wait for that cycle, there's no way to get past that one. So here is the first minigame we're going to see, and each point gives you an extra second, so it's very important we play this in score percent. Because the more time you have, the further you can go when you reach overtime. Overtime, you don't have any time bonuses, so it's important to get them early. $75. Very, very nice. I always take 50 plus. 50 plus is amazing for me. I think I got like an 80 when I was doing the run last stream. I didn't have an amazing one in my offline runs, to be honest. That'll be fine. We'll just have Twitch notifs going on. Nice. Okay. So, here we can just take as long as you want. I mean, it affects RTA, but I do want to be selecting the right power-ups. Especially because right now I'm not really going for a speedrun of this. I'm just trying to get a run recorded. So, I don't want to be squandering any unnecessary time. But basically what I've done there is either of those power-ups will essentially save me some time. And I prefer to pick... That's very nice. 18 plus seconds. Yeah, I prefer to pick time freeze there because it freezes the timer for 10 flips. If you pick slow motion, it also slows the ball down, so it's obviously not good for RTA. I'm just not going to go for those timers. They're very frustrating to try and get. Yeah, so here, normally, in any percent, this would be a very crucial area. Normally a run killer, actually, because of the amount of slopes that skip a ton of stuff. So yeah, slow motion is not great, but again, it still saves us some in-game time on the timer because the ball slows down less than the timer slows down. The timer slows down quite considerably, but the ball doesn't slow down that much. But it still clearly does slow the ball, so it's not worth getting if we can help it. Ah. Oh my goodness. This is rough. Yeah, so the reason why I stopped the ball there, and you might have noticed already, basically some of these tracks, actually most of them, there are 3 little lines marked on the pinball ground, really. I would say table, but I'm not really sure if it is or not. Who knows? The lore of this game. That essentially slows the ball to a pretty constant speed. So it makes things quite a lot easier to time. If it doesn't hit those 3 lines, then you won't get that slowdown, so it's a lot easier most of the time to just slow it manually. $68 is amazing. 68 is so good. 75 and 68. This concept is interesting, actually. Yeah, it is really interesting, isn't it? So, interesting thing here I'm going to talk about. You don't really notice until you start doing more overtime runs. Basically, what happens there is you have 2 main ways of getting through that. There are 3 ways. Although that wastes a flip, I'm going to do it anyway. You either go to the left and then get that power up. And what the power up does is it holds you in place. You grab the power up and then you will... once you've grabbed it... Nice, we got the skip. Basically skipped an entire section there. Yeah, what happens is you'll grab the power up and then you'll go on the bumper and it will send you to the next area. What happens in overtime, because there are no power-ups, you will... It's good, but it's not nice, true. Oh, imagine in the first recorded run. I need to get that now, I should reset. It's alright, I'll just get 69 in Ascender. Oh my goodness, I actually did that. Yeah, so in overtime run, on the overtime section, what will happen is you have to go through the middle of it. Because if you go over those slopes... oh, okay, I need to focus to get this. Right, cool. So this normally gives me some time... so it is worth me grabbing it, definitely. Sometimes I really mess it up, but it is generally worth grabbing this. Although this is a very slow minigame for the amount of time you get from it. Again, every point you get is 1 extra second, and it's all worth it in this run. But this is something I would absolutely be trying to skip in any percent. You want to skip all of these. I'm going to get onto power-ups that you want to get in a moment. In a few areas' time, we'll see a power-up that we really want to grab. 30 is okay for that. But yeah, for what this game is, and it's literally a mobile game, a free mobile game, there's so much interesting stuff that happens. You know, I learn new things every time I play, pretty much. Weird interactions that happen that are not supposed to happen most of the time, but yeah, it's really interesting. And it's just an amazing speed game, to be honest. Like, the reason why it's so good is just because it's so easy to pick up. Like, everyone can just pick it up and play on iOS or Android. Really? Okay, well, I mean, in my run offline, I actually skipped that minigame. So that's absolutely fine. I literally skipped the minigame in my run offline. Because I thought, you know what? I just want to move on. Because I thought I'm probably going to struggle to get in there or something, so... Okay, so here's the first interesting thing you're going to see. I'm going to fall back to the last area. And you're going to see why in just a moment. So, what I've done is I've fell back. I got the first 25 seconds on the first way through. And then I fell back, and then within less than 25 seconds, managed to get the other 25-second checkpoint bonus. And that is crucial to building up a little bit of extra time. I mean, it ranges... It differs quite a lot. Ah, this area sucks. Hate this area. Yeah, so it differs quite a lot based on the area, and some of them will be a lot easier to pick up, and so you'll save more time there, although I've pretty much lost all the time to this. But the laser racers were good, so I'll carry this on. This sucks! Oh my goodness! This has literally cost me a minute. Alright, I'm gonna shut up until I get push. I'm going to judge how much time I am behind compared to my offline run. Right, I hate that interaction so much. Okay, I'm on the verge of resetting here. Yeah, it's very hard to hit on purpose and very easy to hit by accident in 80%. Yeah, I agree. So much of that in this game, to be honest. That you want to miss in any percent and you just can't sometimes. The game just will not let you. Okay, if I have an amazing ascender, I'll carry on. Which is possible. This is going to kill me. Oh, it didn't. Wow. So yeah, basically these rockets will just randomly spawn. But some of them are really hard to dodge. The patterns of them. Yeah, 15. Pretty standard for me, to be honest. This is really not good. So yeah, push basically breaks this this area. You know what? I'm just going to carry this run on, because if I don't, I'm not going to... You know, this is the D-Rust of the day. There's time yet to do well. But yeah, off we are into this area. This is the third to last area we'll have. And then we'll get to the overtime section. So this is another area where there are a lot of slopes that will skip a big portion of sections. So here we're just going to go for warp. That's just what I pick every time. That's what I pick in 80% if I do grab that power up. This pimple table, unlike IRL, won't tilt because the player will do that for the table. Yeah. Yeah, this game can be like that sometimes. Certain areas are just really frustrating to deal with. Why have I gone that way? So, normally, I would just go to the right here, but we really need that minigame. It's Laser Racer as well, so it's a very quick minigame for how much you usually get from it. So it's very important to grab. Okay, my laser racers are saving these runs. Honestly, this run kind of sucks, but laser racer is saving it. I'm not even going to get a PB. I swear, I'm not even going to get a PB. But like, this is saving it so much. But if I complete this, I'm going to do another one. Just to see if I can beat my overtime 2 time. Right, I'm just going to skip that. I don't ever go for that power up anyway. So that's another big skip there, and I just choose to go for that anyway. This one we are going to want to come back to, because the other slope gives you 35 seconds instead of 25. So although it takes quite some time to get to sometimes, it can be a little bit frustrating. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes, 35 seconds just for doing that. Sometimes it can be really easy. Sometimes it will be frustrating to try and get to that one, but perfect there. Also good. Nice. So I'm going to grab Time Doubler. Time Doubler essentially changes nothing apart from doubles the amount of time you get from dots. It will not double the time you get from minigames though. Although it would be very nice if we could grab a Time Doubler near the end of a stage. Which I actually, fun fact, in my offline run last week, I got Time Doubler. I kind of want that minigame. Okay, well I grabbed 16 seconds of time as well. You know what, I'm just going to move on actually. Because I feel like the amount of time it's going to take me to get that might be saved by the amount of time it takes me to... Or it adds on for grabbing those as time doublers. Yeah, so in Analog Apotheosis, you don't get a time bonus. It just completes the game, and then you go to overtime. Which I did not really ever take notice of, apart from when I realised that I didn't get a time bonus when I had a time doubler, which was a lucky time doubler, to be fair. It was a random power-up. But it was a shame that I didn't get any time bonus for that, because it would have been a 50 seconds. Would have made it a very clear completion. Okay, this is a frustrating area too. So I had a really lucky collision in my run offline. So I'm just going to move on. I'm not going to go for the other set of 25. I'm just going to move on to this section. So this is the last one. It's actually a relatively quick area. One of the quickest actually. Only really quicker. Source is quicker. I'm just going to be really careful that I grab these extra times here, because they're very, very important. I did miss some in the offline run though, but I'm hoping I don't here. Okay, this is a bit scary. Alright, cool. I'll take that. No, don't do that to me. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to focus for a bit. Make sure I do this okay. So I do want that power up. I'm going to grab random. It gives me push. Amazing power up. So push is the best power up in the game for speed. It's even better than warp. No! Ah, that's a shame. Well, what I will do is I'll at least grab one of those bonuses. That isn't too bad. We only skipped to sender. And in terms of a speed run, that's actually a good thing. I mean, if I can complete this now, this is amazing. Okay, the audio's super off now. What the hell happened? How far behind is this now? This must be like 5 seconds behind. What is Air Server doing? Okay, if anyone decides to play this game, don't get Air Server. Seriously. If you run on iOS, don't get Air Server, please. Get the Elgato app. This is so bad. The delay on this is incredible. Thankfully, this probably won't be the run. If it is the run, then I'm looking at a pretty decent PB. But again, I mean, this isn't even on the leaderboard, so I don't really care about PB. I just want to get a recorded run. But it will be nice. I mean, and it still is on score percent, technically. So I'll just submit it to score percent for now. So here I might as well go for the easier left slope, because you have to wait for a cycle anyway. And even though I was a bit slow there, still made first cycle. So as you can see, minigame is gone. There's no laser racer there this time. We got the slow slope. That's okay. So this one is actually easier to go for the right one. Right there. So I just decided to cut my losses. Yeah, this is literally like 4 seconds behind. The delay that is coming through on the screen is the same delay that I'm getting, which is really frustrating. But, oh well. Nothing I can do about it in a run. This is really bad. So what you're seeing now, as I was talking about before, overtime is essentially just the exact same game again. I'm surprised I'm not losing more time there. Overtime is the exact same game again, but with no checkpoints. Sorry, no, not no checkpoints. I mean, technically no checkpoints, because you can only start from overtime. You can't start from checkpoints in overtime if you've got premium. Yeah, there's no time bonuses, and there's no power-ups, and there's no mini-games. So there is no way of obtaining or slowing time. So that's why we want to grab as much as possible earlier. Essentially what this means is I know how much time I can take to complete the game now. I know I can take roughly 7 minutes, just under 7 minutes now, to complete the entire rest of the game. But yeah, I do have some goals for this game. So we're going to see the thing I was talking about here. Luckily, I did manage to get that first time. That's really big. That took me a long time offline. It took me at least 5 attempts to get through that hole. That's the only way of getting through there, by the way, unless you get a lucky bounce. I actually did the skip twice. Excellent. Just under, or yeah, just coming up to 6 minutes remaining for the run. It's very much possible. It's very much unlikely. But it'll be a really good PB if it happens. Okay, so here it actually is worth taking the right path, because it just gets you straight to the other slope. But unfortunately I missed it there. The annoying thing is this is dynamic delay. Like, it's not a set delay. Yeah, that's 4 seconds of delay. I just counted it. So stupid. So if I can, I'll go through this path. Oh, just barely saved the ball from falling there. I'm going to have to do it again. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is bad. Should have just gone for the left one. Nice, that was really quick. Cool. 4 minutes 40 now. Let's hope we have a better area here. And this is the sticking point of the run. Essentially what happens here, you don't have push. That is the crucial no power up area of the game. Currently, we would now have push. We now don't have push. And this will show you just how much harder this area is with no push. And I believe, seriously, if anyone else started running overtime too, this is where it separates people from being good and struggling, including me, because this is hard to do if you don't have push. Really, really difficult. Yeah, got there in the end. That took a while. So yeah, a little back up there. You can, if you go just slightly too far, get flung to the other side, so that's okay. We have just over 3 minutes remaining. Bit of luck here in how long it takes to get past those bumpers. Oops. Let me undo and split. There we go. Very important you time that well there. So yeah, here we will be doing the big skips where possible. Although they are quite tightly timed, some of them. So it's important that I grab them. There we go. Nice. So essentially all you're seeing now, minus the push in Granular Rainstorm, is the any percent route. That's basically what we do for the entire thing now. And that's what you'll see in any score percent run. Score percent essentially just meaning get as high a score as possible. Which again, you can see from the score in the bottom of the screen. Currently approaching 13,500. Yeah, just hit it. So this is a hard one to hit here. Yes! That's a very hard gap to get into there. Basically what this game has, and you wouldn't really notice it until you play, there's only a few different interactions you can get from each bumper, unlike or each flipper. Unlike most pinball games where basically any rebound can happen on anything, which makes sense. In this game, say, take the first flipper. Oh, the Red Bull. Shame. Ah, we got it. Nice. Yeah, so, Red Bulls basically just disrupt you. So say, take the first flipper in the game. There's only, like, a few different things that can happen. Like, only a few different collisions. But on some of these, it's harder to hit the quick stuff than it is on others. I doubt we're going to finish this. It's going to be close, but I think we're just going to get around the same time that I did in the last online run. Because a minute is probably not enough to do this in Analog Apotheosis. That was lucky. Taking a while on this area now. Oh. Okay, will I give myself 30 seconds for this? It's not enough time. But this would have been amazing if it did happen. You have to be on the right side here. It's over. Nice little push at the end there. But that's it. Way less time than I had last time, so... Yeah, oh well. So that's a run. Not a completed run, but it's a run. I'm now going to reset my game, because this lag is unbearable. Please. Yeah, so I'm going to get the Elgato Screen Link app. I'm going to get premium for that by next PinOut stream. So, everything should be okay. I'm just going to close and reload Air Server and then get it back on. And then we'll do another run. But yeah, again, any questions, do fire them my way, because this is really fun to run. As always, it doesn't look like I'm having fun most of the time, but it is fun. So that's why I play it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be running it if I didn't secretly like the games. A game that I'm not enjoying at all, like 0% enjoyment, I will not play, of course. But this is not 0% enjoyment. It's just not 0% hatred. So, let's do another round. And let's hope Air Server doesn't fall too far behind. Last time we did our last run of the stream, it was perfectly fine. Doesn't mean it will be this time. Yeah, there you go, it's already done it. Not very much, but it will do it again. So, basically, if I was doing any percent, I would not settle for anything other than perfection on this. However, getting the route with the dots seems to be a lot harder than the route where you just go the fastest. Yeah, so that's the thing that happens on this stage. If you go just before the timing to hit the ball through that slope, it will always finish at that exact point. And that's basically what I mean by there are only a certain amount of interactions you can get from each flipper. If there are other things in the way, like bumpers and stuff, then yeah, other things can happen. But if it's just a flipper and a slope, most of the time, it's a very consistent game. And that's why I've got marked down on my speedrun goal sheet. I've actually got a blindfolded any percent run on the sheet, because I do genuinely believe it's possible. This sucks. I'm also going to do not disturb. Shame. Too many mistakes in source, and I will reset. As you've seen. Nope. I'm quite tolerant in that area, but anything that's... See, look, same thing again. Same interaction as earlier. Anything that's too much, I will just give up on it. I mean, source is a very early reset, so it's fine. And it's literally just reset straight back into the game. So it's much easier to get into a reset cycle in this game. Although it's not too important when I'm just trying to get a overtime 2 run. But it's very important if you're doing any percent. Like, you have to get this pretty much perfect. But I do want to get at least one more run going by the end of the stream. Hopefully we can get our race to overtime 2 run today. I mean, I've literally done it. I've done it offline. Really, really close, but I still did it. No. So that one is quite hard to get from the right flipper. A lot of the time you'll be too early and hit the bumper, or you'll be too late. But you can save it from the right one, so I always give it a go as a backup. Ooh, okay. So, little thing that can happen there, you can get caught up. Okay, nice, nice, nice. You made it. Nice, and we didn't get a stupid glitch this time. Okay, not as good as earlier. Actually, that was better than earlier. Cool. Alright. Didn't feel like it. It was also better because I didn't get any glitches and I got all the dots possible. Nice. I also got those dots. I actually kind of forgot I wasn't going for those now. But we got them. And didn't miss any cycles. So 4 seconds extra there. $55. Okay, that's fine. 55 is okay. 50 is around the point where it's like, it starts to get really hard if it starts throwing doubles at you, where you have to keep going far left, far right, far left. That's why I kind of pop off whenever I do well, when the game gives me bad RNG like that. I didn't manage to save it there, but it's absolutely fine. 50 plus is always takeable on Laser Racer. Although it would be ideal to just get like 100 plus on one Laser Racer and just skip some Ascenders or something. Or some Space Rocks. Space Rocks is super slow. Space Rocks is the slowest one. So I really, really want this power up. There we go. Okay. Right. So I took a while to get that in my PB, so that's okay. There's a lot of things I did wrong in my PB. I just had good mini games. Stop doing this. Randomly falling behind. Alright, come on. Okay, skipped a few seconds. That's absolutely fine. What we will do here is we'll usually just skip those ones because it's quite hard to get them anyway. In any sort of fast manner. You have to be from the left one, and it's also quite precise. And if you miss, then you're back to the other side. And weird stuff. Slow motion again on this one. So what random will do is it will pick a random power-up that isn't the other one. The other power-up, or 2 power-ups, sometimes it's 2 that are predetermined, but sometimes it's 1 that's predetermined. Basically, you always get the same on each power-up. Yeah, on each power-up, you pretty much always get the same. That's why in Granular Rainstorm we always get push. And that would make the game truly painful if it was random, the power-ups that you were predetermined. It's already painful enough in any percent that you can't just get push when you want, other than Granular Rainstorm. Game was mean, but I actually did really well there. 76 is amazing for the circumstances. I did the skip, and I didn't want to do the skip. Okay, so there is usually what happens if you if you're in overtime. You'll either do that and undershoot, or you'll go just over, and then it will skip you over the other side. So essentially, that's why you have to go on the lower path there. Ah, that is such an annoying one. So basically what happens there is there's no 3 lines, so you don't slow down at all. And I just kind of ignored that and just tried to hit it as if there was that delay. I managed to do the skip again. I'm not really sure what's going on with me today with that skip. But there we go. It saves time, but it doesn't save in-game time, or it doesn't pick up in-game time. Whenever I talk about in-game time, by the way, I talk about the timer. There's no actual in-game time speedrun sort of mode. It's just the in-game timer. So saving in-game time is basically... It's not actually saving time in the speedrun, it's just saving time in real time. Or not in real time, in the game. Oh, no. Let me actually like, finish that correctly. Saving time on the timer in-game. In-game time saves time in-game. Did not really make much sense there. Come on. Explain properly, if you're going to explain. So here what I want to do is I'll just fire a ton of dots the other way, so that it will basically kill some while I'm faced the other way. Because otherwise you'll get stuck quite a lot. Yeah. So 31 there. I got 30 in the other run. So that's okay. Oh, that is so frustrating. I could have had that too. That ain't gonna work. Ah. There we go. See? Like, so inconsistent. Not really sure why. Really, really slow area, though. Because we should be coming out of this area in any percent here in this part of the song. And I know we're not doing any percent, and we're going quite some slow routes, but this is slower than I should be going. I know it is. So I'm going to take this again, this minigame, see how we do. It does pick up eventually, though. You do get some 5 dots. So yeah, it gives you quite a lot of extra time here. But it is a very slow minigame again, so... I am planning on cutting this out of the Overtime 2 speedrun eventually. I mean, I literally did cut it out of my other run. Yeah, 25 actually is very nice there. I literally got 1 in the run earlier, so... Yeah, that's how that one do be. There's 2 modes on that one. You do really well and start picking up quite a lot of pace on the 5s, or you literally die on like the first one. Okay, 6 seconds of improved checkpoint time before I've even got to the other one is very nice. Go, 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 go. Nice. Okay, we don't split for that one, but we got an extra 11 seconds. So that just proves how much of a difference that makes going for the extra timer there. Alright, now I'm going to really focus because I don't want to mess this up again. This area was really poor earlier. Game glitched for a minute there. Game just froze. Just for a really, really small period of time. Oh, I pressed left instead of right. Okay, that's fine. It's okay, we'll recover this. Nice, alright. So here, the real mean thing. Push is not always going to be in the left one. Sometimes it will be in the right one. So you do have to be really careful which one you pick. It will always be there. It will be random and push. But sometimes it will be push and random. And it's very frustrating. $29 is pretty good there. So actually we got 28. Sometimes that does that in that mini game, where you'll just randomly not get a good amount. Don't really know why. Or not good amount. What am I talking about? No. Okay, right. Stop. Stop being an idiot. Alright. Yeah, so, sorry, just wanted to focus there. Especially seeing the plus 49, that really threw me off. Clearly I'm doing okay now. So I don't really want to mess it up for the rest. Yeah, I kind of forgot what I was talking about. It wasn't important. It was pretty much going to stop there anyway. Okay. I'm actually going to skip this ender. I'm on so much time that if I mess this up now, it's on me. Like, it's seriously my fault if I mess this up now. I'm on 560 seconds and I've got 2 areas left. Like, come on. Do not mess this up. Seriously. There's 35 seconds to come after I do this fallback. See, look at that. That's amazing. That's amazing time save. 18.4 just on the overtime 2 splits. Yes! Come on, both times today. We got it. Okay, bit slow on the slope for some reason. But yeah, extra 12 seconds. Very nice as always. Literally the same interaction as earlier there. Really strange. Time double, please. So I just seem to pick time doubler there. Just because it's a consistent power-up. And you seem to get quite a lot of extra time from it. There's a lot of small sections of dots in this area. And so I just choose to go for that now. Ah, this ain't good. Okay, back on track. Back on track. Yes. Alright, we're fine now. Please. Okay. You know what? Oh, I can't do that way. Alright, I'm going to wait. Wait for the ball to fall. The red ball can be really off-putting. Oh, it's Space Rocks. Never mind. Well, I kind of wanted it anyway. It's still decent extra time. Well, the red ball carries on. That's a new thing. See, look, I never knew that. So the red ball actually carries on while I'm in a minigame. That is interesting. I've never noticed that up to now. Nice little reset there. Ah, 28. Aaron, hey, hope you're doing well. Caught us in the middle of a pretty nice pin-out run. Oh my goodness, Prime sub. Thank you for the 4 months, Aaron. Really, really, really appreciate that. You may or may not have our last paywall number ever. But I will not give it to you yet. I will give it to you after the run, of course. But I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for that. Yeah, you do still press the flippers in the minigame, but the ball just sort of... I just assumed that everything else freezes. I don't know why. Oh, I did the same thing twice. Right, focus. No! Right, don't mess this up here, please. Alright, fine, fine, fine. Go, please go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is super slow. This is really bad. Just go. Alright, I'm falling back. I need the time. Give me the time. I feel like I missed a laser racer. Did I miss a laser racer? Alright, cool, cool, cool. Right, we got the extra time. Alright, we're back on track. I'm just going to do that way because the red ball is really annoying. Ah! No! Stop this. Ah! Alright, I'm focusing now. I'm sorry. I have to focus. I'm not going to look at chat for a while. I hope you're doing well though, Aaron. Yeah, we're doing an overtime 2 run. You need extra time for it. Laser 3 is in Hypersphere. I don't know, I just feel like I missed it. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention enough. Basically, you need a ton of time to complete overtime 2. So we grab basically everything there is in the game. Well, that was a colossal waste of time flips. That was rough. Yeah, you'll see why in a minute, but basically we have to complete the entire game twice. And in your second playthrough, you don't get any time bonuses. So we have to get enough time the first time round to complete it again, except without power-ups. So it's quite something. Also, I just got pushed again. Got pushed twice today in this area. Push kind of breaks all the other areas though. Oh, I did it again. Well, I got both time bonuses this time though. We're 10.52 behind. We have 10 minutes 20. Interesting. This is obviously possible. So, what happens here, as I said, no power-ups, no time bonuses, no minigames. So, the 10 minutes 20 that we ended with is the 10 minutes 20 we will have for the entire rest of the run. The entire full playthrough, again. Except, it makes a difference not having power-ups, in that Granular Rainstorm is very hard without push. Push kind of makes it a lot quicker. Okay, this is not good. Fine. Not had any collisions on there today. Really weird. This is not good. I have time for another run. Especially now I know that it only takes 27 minutes. Ah, bad. Okay, right, I was impatient there. I should have really waited another cycle, but waiting out 2 full cycles there was bad enough. I didn't want to do it again. No! So what you're seeing in the rest of this run is essentially the any percent route, for the most part. We will pretty much be doing the exact same as what we do in any percent. Except there's a few things that differ very slightly because there are no power-ups that you need to try and dodge. Because power-ups take time, grabbing the power-up, sitting through the cutscene, stuff like that. And obviously slow motion if you do get it by accident costs a bit of time too. Here as well we'll be using a lot of the longer slopes to skip some big sections, which makes a big difference in Zero Dark 100. We have a much quicker Zero Dark 100 2 than we do Zero Dark 100 1 in score percent. I'm just calling it score percent for quickness at this point. It is overtime too. I'm not going for score here. I'm going for a completed 16,000, which means it's overtime 2 reached. Yeah, so there I would actually have hit a mini game, but obviously here we're not going to be doing that because there is no mini game there. I need to DM you all about the Deal or No Deal games as well soon, by the way. I need to work out what days I'm streaming. That's the only reason why I haven't done it yet, because I don't really know what days I'm going to be streaming up till Christmas. Ah, come on. Alright, there, cool. Oh, that was a painful cough. Oh my goodness. I'm at the point of my cold now where I'm just getting really, really painful coughs, but just random ones. Some of them are fine. But it's way better than I felt the rest of the week. So, I'll take it. And I'll probably be better for tomorrow, so it's all good. We have got 6 minutes, though. 6 minutes to complete the rest of the game. We are 23 seconds ahead out of the last split, which is pretty nice. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, I managed to save it. And I thought I was going to fall back down because I was so close to the middle. So here, just going to go. And boom. Nice split. Come on. Let's keep this up. Right, this is crucial here now. This is crucial. Granular Rainstorm, no push. Here we go. This is the run killer. I might blame it on other areas, but this is what kills the runs. Well, this is what starts to kill a run. And then I blame it on another area when it happens. So here is where I would have push now. I would now have push. And I would be continuously spamming left and right just to break the level. Which is not happening now. Much quicker than the last run. Much quicker there. Cool. Much quicker there as well. Alright. Just get decent bounce. Oh, nice. Amazing. That's really good. That's really good. Okay. Keep it up. Keep it up. 3 areas. 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes for 3 areas. This is good. Good pace too. Yes. Oh, nice. That makes so much of a difference if I can just skip that. Cool. Just going to go for the middle one. Middle one gets me to the center. Doesn't really matter too much. Gets me centered and it's a lot easier to hit. Just going to wait here. See, here normally... Yeah, actually I would be waiting anyway because the minigame. Yes! Nice. Skip. Skip again. Really good. These slopes save so much time. Right, big one here. Yes! All 3. 4. Yes! Okay, the only hard one to get is that gap one. The others where the slope is there is a lot easier. Oh, well. That's annoying. Fine. Absolutely fine. Really, really nice. Oh, okay. Was expecting the right slope there, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter which one. I was just expecting the other one. This ain't good. This ain't good. I'm going to get caught by the red ball. Okay. Just get lucky, please. Oh, I'm not getting lucky. I got lucky. Kind of just was hoping that it was going to collide well, which is not a point you want to be reaching. Oh, well, that's a funky way of getting through there. I mean, it works. I'm through. Okay, right. No! Alright. It's not the worst area to fall down in. This ain't guaranteed here, not gonna lie. I need to do well still. Starting to crumble a bit. Alright, this needs to be better than the first section. No. No. Yep, fine, fine, fine. That's weird. Oh, I've never done it from that one before. Alright, this is going to be so close. How did I get past that Red Bull? Nice. Fine. Lucky. I think we missed it. Hey, Axel. It's a miss. And I'll tell you why it's a miss. Because we didn't hit 16k. It's a very weird thing. But basically, what happened, I think I need like 7 seconds more there. So that actually, I need to undo that and reset. Because it was so close. And the reason why, I mean, you'll see when I do get the completed run, I was within 1 second in my offline completed run anyway. So I was kind of expecting that anyway. But that was amazing pace. I will do the paywall now, yes. But yeah, it's a shame. Right, I've dropped 7,000 frames. What the heck is going on? Right, you know what? I'm going to reset the stream.